I have a couple of co-workers that are drain cleaners at the moment, studying to become plumbers, that would like to get some hands-on training and some more exposure to some of these plumbing calls. But due to COVID-19, we're restricted to having two-man jobs to prevent spread and guys from getting sick. So I put together this how-to video. Hopefully it helps explain the basics on installing a water heater. Okay, so we're going to be replacing this 30-gallon gas hot water heater. Just going to take you through it step by step. First thing we want to do is shut off the water, which it's already shut off. Second thing we want to do is shut off the gas. All right, now that the gas is off, water is off, we can go ahead and drain it and then start to disconnect it. Okay, so now while that's draining, I can go ahead and start disconnecting this. All right, so the cold water is disconnected. The hot water is disconnected. Now we're just going to disconnect the vent. Okay, so we got the vent disconnected, hot and cold water disconnected, and now we're just going to disconnect the gas by using 2 wrenches here at the union. One going in counterclockwise and one going clockwise, and that'll open this right up. And that's it. Alright, so we got the water heater drained down. We disconnected the hot, the cold, the vent, and the gas. Basically just those 4 items to disconnect. And we're ready to go to the store and pick up a new one. Alright, so all we have to do now is remove this 3/4 inch drip tube so we can use that on the new water heater. And we're also gonna remove this gas piping so we can use that on the new water heater as well. And then we're gonna strap this up to a hand truck and get it up and out of the basement. All right, so we got the old one all strapped up and ready to pull it up the stairs. All right, we got the new one in the basement. I'm gonna get it off the hand truck and get it set up. Okay, so we picked up this Ream water heater from Home Depot, and it's a little bit higher than the old one. This is a 40-gallon, the other one was a 30. So in order to do this job, we're gonna have to shut the water off to the house and put this shut-off valve higher. We're gonna put a new one up higher so we have room to work. And then we're gonna be installing the vacuum breaker onto this cold side per plumbing code. And I like to use these brass nipples that go directly on the water heater, and then we can, we have to solder a piece of pipe to come out and pick up the cold line. So we're going to do that right now and then get this baby put together. If you don't want to solder, you can always do it this way with all Pro Press fittings, and that will pass plumbing code as well. Okay, so per company policy, we can no longer bring the torch in the house, so we're going to do all our soldering outside. All right, that looks good. We're ready to go back inside. This is the only section that's going to be soldered. Everything else will be Pro Pressed together. Okay, so for the water connections that are threaded, we're going to use 2 to 3 layers of Teflon tape, and then a layer of True Blue thread sealant, and that should do the trick on that. On the gas pipes, we do not want to use Teflon tape on gas pipe threads. All you want to use is the pipe thread sealant, and that will lubricate the threads and allow it to thread all the way in, and once that sets up, it'll create a nice seal as well. Okay, so the gas pipe that's feeding the boiler and the water heater, it's all connected and tied where there's no wiggle room. It doesn't budge. And I ended up about 1/2 inch too small with the old piece from the old unit. So what we need to do is we got to take this head off, remove this 3.5 inch nipple, and put on this 4-inch nipple that I actually happen to have one. So just gonna change it out, and that should do the trick. Okay, so now that we have the gas pipe the water pipe, everything is all fitted and lining up where we want it. The vent, everything lines right up. Now we can go ahead and press it all together. Okay, everything is pressed. We got the vent on and screwed down. Because this cold water pipe is offset like this, I didn't have to put a new valve in after all. So we just kept the old valve on there, saved the customer some money. We're gonna go ahead and fill this up now. All right, once this is filled, we'll go ahead and light the pilot and give it a test run. Okay, we got the pilot lit. And we got the blue light indicating that it's ready to go. All right, so we're gonna give this about 15-20 minutes and we should have hot water upstairs. And there you have it.